To filter Bill.com API webhooks. Start by understanding what webhooks are and how they work. Webhooks are notifications sent by Bill.com to your application when a specific event occurs, such as when a payment is made or an invoice is created. First, you need to set up a webhook endpoint in your application that can receive these notifications. This endpoint is essentially a URL that Bill.com will send the event notifications to. Next, you need to register for the specific events you want to receive notifications for. Bill.com provides a range of events that you can subscribe to, including payment events, invoice events, and bill events. Once you have registered for the events, you can start receiving notifications. However, it is likely that you will want to filter these notifications to only process the events that are relevant to your application. To filter Bill.com API webhooks, you can use the event type and object properties provided in the notification. For example, if you only want to process payments made by a specific payment method, you can check the payment method property in the notification and only process the event if it matches the payment method you are interested in. Another way to filter webhooks is to use the webhook filtering options provided by Bill.com. Bill.com allows you to specify filter criteria when you register for events, such as filtering by vendor or customer. Best practice is to handle webhook notifications asynchronously, so your application does not slow down while processing the events. You should also ensure that your webhook endpoint is secure and can handle a large volume of notifications. In terms of implementation, you can use a programming language such as Python or Java to create a webhook endpoint that can receive and process Bill.com API webhooks. You can also use a framework such as Flask or Spring to simplify the process of creating a webhook endpoint. In summary, to filter Bill.com API webhooks, you need to set up a webhook endpoint, register for the events you want to receive notifications for, and then use the event type and object properties to filter the notifications. By following these steps and using the filtering options provided by Bill.com, you can efficiently process the events that are relevant to your application.